This is Catholic Forum. I'm Bob Krebs. Father Cyrille Migyigbena is a priest of the Cotonou Archdiocese in Benin Republic in West Africa. He is the director of the International Catholic School of Prayer and Evangelization, Jeunesse Bonheur. He is visiting some friends and supporters here in the Diocese of Wilmington, including Miss Jocelyne Guidi, and I would like to welcome to Catholic Forum Father Cyrille and Jocelyne Guidi. Thanks so much.
Thank you so much.
It's a pleasure to have you here. It's always good to have visitors from far away, especially visitors who are doing God's work. And so both of you, thanks so much. We give you a very warm welcome here to our diocese.
Thanks for having us.
We're going to be talking about your school. We're going to focus on that today. Before we get into that, Father, tell us a little bit about yourself, if you would, please.
Okay, I greet all those who are listening to us. So I'm Father Cyrille Migyigbena. I am 51 years old. I am a member of a family of 7 children, and we are 2 priests. My elder brother also is priest. Father Bruno, he is parish priest in the north of Ivory Coast. He's missionary. He belongs to the African Missionary Society, SMA. So I belong to the Cotonou Archdiocese in Benin. I've been ordained until the 2nd of December 2000. So next year, it is a jubilee in the church, and I'm going to celebrate also my golden jubilee, wonderful. 25 years free of priesthood. So I am director principal of the International Catholic School of Prayer and Evangelization in Benin Republic. That is the first school of this kind in Africa. Now another one has been created in Cameroon, but the first one in Africa. I want to remind that Benin Republic is a little country, a country of West Africa, between Togo, Ghana, Burkina Faso, Niger, and Atlantic Ocean. So just to situate my country. It is a French-speaking country, so surely you will be hearing a little French in my English, so I apologize for it. Thank you.
No apology needed, Father. And how about you, Jocelyne? Tell us about yourself, please.
I'm Jocelyne Guidi, Guidi Snit. My husband is Snit Christopher. So I am from Benin Republic, originally from Benin Republic, but now I am a permanent resident in the United States. I am 46 years old. Before I be in the United States, I live 40 years in my country, Benin Republic. Mm-hmm. And I am the elder of my family. We are 4 children from my father and mother. I am the elder sister. So I have 2 kids named Marianne and Aurel. And let's say as civil work, I am a TV producer. Back in my country, I was a TV producer. I used to produce an English program. You know, my country is a French-speaking country, right? Mm-hmm. So we need English. So since I learned English and at university, so I used to teach on our national television channel English. So this is an English learning program. Mm-hmm. So I used to do that for 11 years before I come here in the United States. And I'm also a principal. I was also a principal of school, but now back in the United States, I am an early learning teacher for now. And I am doing a program to Wilmington University, a master degree program at Wilmington University, and this is in social work that I'm working now. And what else? What I used to do in my country as a Christian in our diocese is that I have founded an association that is called Consecrated People for the Virgin Mary. So today, when we are here, it's for me like a kind of sign of the Virgin Mary or Immaculate Conception. And now we are recording, so it's a really great sign for me. So the prayer group is 16 years old now.
Wow.
So,
that's
that is, we are working together for Christ in the Archdiocese of Benin, of Cotonou. Then we are here, and I think that maybe it's a sign for us to work also with the Wilmington Diocese. I don't know.
maybe. What brought you to Wilmington?
Oh, that was for that. This is just a will of changing, because I used to live in New York. So I say, okay, let me see if there is any other place that is nicer. So I was going around. When my car broke down in Wilmington, I was going to Washington actually. So when my car broke down in Wilmington, I said, oh, maybe this is a sign for me. So I just stay here, and that's it. So that is 2 years now that I am in Wilmington.
That's great. Where do you go to church here in Wilmington?
Oh, I live in North Market Street.
Mm-hmm.
So my surrounding, there is a St. Patrick there.
Yep.
But I go to St. Patrick, of course, but as we are supposed to do as Christians, right? We are supposed to go to our surrounding parish. But after that, I go to Sacred Heart Oratory.
Great.
Yes, I go to the Sacred Heart Oratory because they have Mass at 12 p.m. Mm-hmm. So it's good related to my work schedule is good for me.
Good.
So that is those two parishes. There is also St. Anthony.
Yep.
Of Padua, those three.
It's good that we have so many great churches in Wilmington that you can take your pick. Yeah. So tell us about Benin, the Benin Republic. It's a poor country, is it not?
Yes, Benin Republic is a very, very small country. A poor country, yes, we can say. We can say a poor country. There are people who are rich, who are wealthy, but the majority of the population is poor. I think that people, there are maybe half a population have 1 meal a day. So we can really say that it is a poor country, but it is a country where one lives well because people are friendly, there is solidarity. So even if they are poor, they try to help one another in order so there is a good life, good social life in Benin.
It's an independent country, but it was a French colony?
Yes, it was a French colony, so Benin got his independence the 1st August 1960.
And being a French colony, I guess that's why there's a great deal of Catholics there, correct?
Repeat again.
It's a Catholic country?
Yes.
Because of the French.
Of course, because the French missionaries they went in Benin, there were many. The people, Capuchin and other people try to evangelize Benin in the 16th century, but finally it was the African Society Mission, fathers who came to Benin, and the boat arrived on the coast of Benin on 18 April 1860 and 61. So we have celebrated 161 years of evangelization. And so those missionaries, they brought us the Catholic Church. And I can say that Benin is a Catholic country because now we can say that there is more or less 35% of Catholic Christian Benin. You have also mercy, maybe 15%, and the majority may be traditional religion.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And so tell us about your school. You said it's the first of its kind in Africa. What makes it so unique?
My school is unique because it's not a school like you can find everywhere. As its name shows, it's a school of prayer and evangelization. So it's not a school that gives degree in biology, history, geography, and different topics that are taught in the university. No, it's a school for the heart, not for the head. Why that is this school? Because Jesus said in the gospel that all the evil comes from one human heart. And John Paul II, based on this statement of Jesus, said that to change the world, one must change human hearts. To change the world, we must change human heart. And Pope Francis said recently that science and the technique are not sufficient. To live, one must have the wisdom of heart. The wisdom of heart. So Jeunesse Bonheur is a school where we welcome young people, young adults from 18 to 30 years for 1 year in order to build, to change their heart at the school of Christ. So what is required from those young people in order to have knowledge, to fill their heart, their head with many knowledge. It is really to meet Christ in order to change their heart and to change all their life. That is why the school is based on 4 pillars, who are, the first one is prayer life, because only God, who has created human being, can change his heart. So the prayer life. And the second pillar is formation. The third pillar is community life. And the fourth is mission. As far as the first pillar is concerned, every day, those young people, boys and girls, coming from different countries, in this year, for instance, they come from 6 countries, from Benin Republic, from Burkina Faso, from Sierra Leone, from Liberia, from Ivory Coast, from Central Africa. So those young people, every day, they have 3.5 hours of prayer to meet God. Silent prayer, liturgical prayer. So to have this meeting with God, who alone can change their life, their heart. They have the second pillars. The second pillar is formation. But before the second pillar, I can see that as far as spiritual, the first pillar is concerned, they have also adoration. Every week, the night from Thursday to Friday, they have adoration. So each of them have 30 minutes of worshiping God during the night. And the day of Friday is a silent day. No lesson, nobody talks. We remain in silence to meet God in our heart, because there cannot be experience of God without silence. In every light, silence speaks of God. And each of them has a spiritual director that he can meet once a month to share with him what he's living. They have also possibility to confess every 2 weeks. So please come in the school to confess them. As far as the second pillar is concerned, formation, they have lessons on different topics. Dealing with the heart, within the body, dealing with the spirit, with the soul. So they have almost all the topics of the seminary. So Mariology, theology, different topics of the seminary, but also topics that deals with the society life. And we have also the pillar of community life and the pillar of mission.
Wow, that's like a whole immersion into Catholicism over a period, you said 1 year, right?
1 year, 9 months.
And the students live
They live there. It's resident school.
How many do you have? How many
students?
Mm-hmm.
Every year we have around 30 students. Mm-hmm. This year, for instance, there are 43 students coming from 6 countries.
What do they do after they leave? Do they go to seminary or to enroll in or join a religious community or become leaders in their lay leaders? What do you see your students do after graduation?
Okay, thank you for the question. I can before answering that question, I will remind what I suppose what I retain as the best definition of the school that has been given by a bishop. He explained our school as a school of formation to inner life in order to be good or true witnesses of Christ in the society. So the purpose of the school is not that those young people will become priests or religious. No, it's to have really Christian witness in the society. So true lay people. But of course, having 3 hours and a half of prayer, so some of them hear God's call to become priests, to become religious. So as far as the fruit of the school are concerned, I can say that in those 10 years of the school, we have trained around 200 young people from 16 countries, among which United States. We got a youth from Washington, D.C., who came for 6 months of the school, from France and many other countries of Africa. And among them, there are some, I can say around 20, who entered seminary. So last year, there were 6 to enter seminary. So every year, at least 1 or 2 or 3, 4 enter seminary. So by 2 years, we'll be having ordination, priestly ordination of the young people, and every year we'll have at least 1 priest, 2, 3, 4 coming from that school. There are also those who enter religious life. We have already 4 sisters. We have a friar and many others who are preparing, 2 friars who are preparing to become religious friar or sister. But for me, the best fruit of the school is the young people who got married. So we got already 11 marriage, from which are born 12 babies. So we have people to make a football team in the future that can participate to Olympic Games, no? And another fruit that is wonderful is Benin is a country where there is a great number of people who are jobless, but none of those young people are jobless because people cost them for work. Since they have done the school, they have qualities, spiritual, human qualities that make that people require them, want them in the society, in their work, because they are young people who are reliable. They know that those young people, they are honest, they come on time to work. They
are very organized. Really organized with children. Yeah.
Organized children, because he had two of his children have done the school. And I can share the what her daughter shared with me like yesterday. He told that as he came here in the USA, she was working, and one of her master seen her working, gave her $100. It's nice to see you working.
Yeah, she's really. Everybody likes her, because she's working, but the way she works is so disciplined, very organized, really respectful, and they're so amazed. And anytime they just want to offer her something, they're, do you want this, do you want that? Because they're surprised compared to other youth. They are really surprised. And one day I was surprised when I didn't hear about the 101, but I heard about the 50. The 50 I was witness, because the woman came. Her name is Miss Jo. She came and she said, "I'm sorry, this is to be respectful to you, but your daughter, I like her so much. I want to offer her 50, and she gave her $50.
Wow.
I said, "Why?" She said, "This is a blessing. I never seen a youth like that."
So it's not just spiritual. Well, it's spiritual instruction, it's spiritual growth, but that also translates into the secular world, everyday life.
Of course. Because I say, Christian life is not in the church. Christian life is not in the church. In church, it is we receive all the strength to show the Christian life, to show the gospel in the society. So our life must be the gospel open, that those who do not go to church, they can read. So the School of Jeunesse Bonheur try to fill the gap that there is often between what we believe, what we confess in church, and what we live, to make that there is really a link between what we live and what we confess, what we pray.
And what Miss Jo used to watch them, because when they came to, I told them before coming that I want them to do the Jeunesse Bonheur before coming back to me. And Miss Jo was watching them. They were both, my son and my daughter were together. And she said, I was watching them. I saw some other young people talking there. I thought they could not talk about them, but no, they were just concentrate on the work, working quietly. Oh, I like so much your kids.
Yeah.
I love them. This is a blessing.
So, yeah, let's talk about your connection to the school, Jocelyne. You came to the United States with your children, correct?
Yes.
And then they went back to go to this school?
No, they did it before coming
They did
here.
it before coming
Yeah.
here. So how old are your children now?
My daughter is 20 and my son is 19.
So they were young when they went to this
so
school.
when they got the school, you have to attend the school after your high school diploma.
Right.
So before you go into a college, for me, it was better for them to do that before going into the life and the real life, which is starting from the college, right?
Right.
So after my daughter got her high school diploma, I wanted her to go to the school before coming to me, but there was the COVID, so she was not able to. So she got her bachelor degree, and meanwhile my son got his high school diploma, and then both of them went to the school before coming. At the first time, it was very hard for them because it's not easy.
Sure.
It was not easy at all, but they love it. After 3 months, they love it so much. They even didn't want to leave. Yeah, because they met Jesus. You understand? They met Christ, and sometimes I'm really surprised with their wisdom. So they advise me, and I am sometimes ashamed. I say, what? I am the mother, but sometimes the way they advise, they give me advice, I am sometimes ashamed. This is a real blessing that school.
It does. It seems incredible, and we could go on talking about it for the next hour, I'm sure, but unfortunately we're out of time. What can our listeners and our viewers do to support your school and your work?
Okay, thank you so much for the question. Those young people, first of all, this school is to be known. So it is an international Catholic school of Evangelization. So we welcome young people from all over the world. So the first thing I want to say is that the school is open also to American youth, and I think that they will take more profit, much profit in this school, sharing in international area with those youth who are coming from different countries. But I can also say that those young people coming from 1 year, leaving everything, because some of them leave also their work, their job. So they need people who can support them to live that experience of 1 year. I just said that they are resident in the school, so we have to feed them 3 times a day, and so it is. We need money for it. So that is also another area where we need support. And here in the USA, we have different partners that have come to meet, to share with them the result of the school, to give them news of the school. And so it is an occasion for me to ask also for help to Wilmington Diocese, if you can help us going forward in this experience that we are making, that we are sharing with those young people. Because if they are trained, if I went with train, there will be less problems, less criminality in the world. Yeah. So it is a best way for development. I think that to develop a country, not to give people to eat, but train them so that they can work for themselves. Because when they finish the school, they find a job and they are happy.
What I think that they need the most is first of all food supply. Because, the kids, they leave everything. They can go to school, they can get the job, but they leave everything. They live there. This is daily life. So they need the food. So, and I think that if anybody wants to help them, this is to send especially protein to the kids. That would be very great. I think that they need that. And what I think is if anything that is the daily one, okay, and a daily thing, clothes, everything, they will enjoy it. And also, I really advise American people to send their child to do the 9-month thing, come back. That will help a great. I can tell you. And if even it's possible that the diocese allowed Father Cyrille to create something like that in the United States or in the Wilmington diocese, so that everybody can come and do that experience, I think it would be very great. Because sending somebody from America to Africa, it will be hard, right? Maybe it can be hard, but if he can create something like that in the United States for our youth, I think that it will be very great. So as a supporter, that's what I think that we can do. Protein to the kid, every daily supply stuff, and create it.
And having the children, it may be possible. I can, based on her children.
We can help a lot. What I do as a support is providing the protein to the kids every time, whatever they need. And when they go to the missions, they need transportation and everything. What do they do as a missionary? They go to elderly people, mentally unhealthy people, help them, clean them up, and evangelize, show things like what Jesus used to do to the poor people. So I was very surprised when my son, who never go into rural area, going into the rural area, helping elderly people, it's a really good experience that I think we should.
I was saying that having your children here
to assist.
Have your children here in the United States, it'd be very easy to create a school like that here. So I'd be very available for it.
I think Jesus wanted that. This our church, Catholic Church, needed that. And it's not to lead the kids to be priests or to be nun, no, but to discover the real vocation, you understand? I think it's great.
And our viewers, our listeners can get information about how to enroll in the school and how to assist the school with a donation. They can get that from your website. Was that correct?
Yeah, your website. And
yes, we have a website. Yep. And we have also an association here in the United States, and who benefit because seeing that those young people, how they can take care of their life, how they can build their life after the school. We have got the 5013C for our association here. That is why during this trip I'm come to meet all our partners, our donors, to thank them and to give them news from what we are doing. So we have some partners. The association is based in Nebraska, so at Omaha. So I went there. I went also in Colorado, where we have some partners near Denver at Boulder. We have also the president of the association is North Carolina, where we're going on Thursday. So there is an account number where people can give the donation, and since we have the 5013C of United States, so the donation can be
tax deductible.
Tax deductible, yes.
So as for the website, I think that this is HTTP EIPE, right?
Yes.
EIEP dot Jeunesse JUENESSE Bonheur BONHEUR.org. So that's a website.
Great.
And as for email, it is EIPE Jeunesse Bonheur @gmail.com. So that is what I can read here. So I think we can say that again later.
Yeah,
so
we'll put it up on the screen.
Yes, thank you. So, once again, our church needs that. Our church needs that school everywhere if it is possible. Because I even went to spend 2 weeks with the kids. When I took vacation, I went there to spend 2 weeks with the kids. It's a marvelous experience. We need that. Yes.
Jocelyne Guidi and Father Cyrille Migyigbena, thank you so much for being with us today on Catholic Forum. May God continue to bless your work and your school.
Thank you so much. Thank you for giving us this opportunity to share what we're doing. I really appreciate it. May God bless all our listeners.
Thank you.